Jack McClan, who hosts a talk show weeknights, called in. We're honored to have him. He wanted to comment about the election and some of the candidates. Jack, good to have you on with us.
Hey, brother. Good to be with you today. Yes, I'm an old Vietnam veteran. Never got in country over there, but I was back in the jungles using a top secret clearance for different things during my years as a Vietnam veteran. And I know a lot of Vietnam veterans, brother, and a few POWs. And all the POWs that I've talked to over the years say that John McCain is a lion skunk. You know, that he never was tortured. They were there in the camp with him, and when he came in with his two broken arms because he failed to pull his arms in when he bailed out of his plane and had a leg injury, he immediately started spilling his guts about everything because he didn't want to get tortured. And he made 32 different videos for the communists speaking out against America and how evil they were for what they were doing in Vietnam. And they have these sealed now. Our government has that sealed to where we can't get to it. They have it classified. Those 32 propaganda tapes that he made. And so I'll tell you, what's not said on the television and will not be said on the television is how much the POWs hate John McCain and Vietnam veterans. Matter of fact, there's United States Veterans Dispatch is an organization of Vietnam veterans that just detest John McCain for being a traitor to the country. And then we have other organizations too that one here, let's see, it's called Vietnam Veterans Against McCain, that talk about him being a Manchurian candidate and how he was the worst one in the House and the Senate to trample on and to disparage and to ridicule any POW families that came forward to the Congress and Senate and wanted them to send in and find the POWs that were missing, the MIAs.
And Jack, his MO is always to talk conservative, but vote with the Democrats. His wife has campaigned for Hillary and Bill. Before their family friends, Clinton said on national television that it's going to be a sweetheart race together if it's McCain. That's why the whole machinery is really behind McCain. Then you get to Romney, he's horrible. You get to Huckabee, he's bad. And we clearly see fraud as state by state against Congressman Paul. Also, McCain helped pass the campaign finance reform that doubled the money special interests could give, but reduced the money citizens could individually give. He's anti-gun, he's pro-open border, but we know that. I mean, we know that, and I've interviewed some of the POWs, as I know you have on air, famous POWs. We ought to dig out their names again. It was like 6, 7, 8 years ago when I did a few shows on McCain, but I've heard a few of them on air since then. He came into the camp, and he was only there a couple of weeks in his own cell, and then they sent him to a nice hotel. Right. They learned within hours that his daddy was the head of the fleet, running the entire fleet operations against the North Vietnamese, the communists. Right. And he admits that he gave them all of the codes, all of the data, everything. And I'm not even so much blaming him for that, because under torture people do that, but it turns out he wasn't tortured. And then he started singing like a canary in seconds.
Yeah, they call him, the Vietnamese communists call him the SongBird. Matter of fact, that's his code name up there is SongBird McCain, because he just came into the camp singing and telling them everything they wanted to know. But I was in a meeting with him in Phoenix, Arizona when I was still a police officer, and John McCain got up when he was running for Congress, first time, and I was really happy to know him because he was a POW, alleged a war hero, which he is not. But anyway, they said that he was a POW war hero, and I went to the meeting, and he told us everything a conservative wanted to hear, just conservative up one side and down the other. And everybody voted for him, got him in, And then immediately he turned into a flaming liberal, and it was just night and day, brother, and it just ticked us off because he was a lying scumbag when he came into our meetings telling us what a great conservative he was. So he's been a liar a long time, and I just have no respect for him at all.
But you can see what's going to happen.
He's a CFR member, too, so he's a part of setting up this Antichrist world government system and totalitarian system in America.
Jack, you know what's going to end up happening. It's going to be McCain and Hillary, and we're not going to have any choice at all. And even if we tried to have a choice, the election's pretty much rigged. But we're exposing that, and that's the first part of the solution, is waking the public up that there is fraud. Jack McClam, thanks for coming on.
Brother. Thanks a lot.
Take care, my friend. Good to hear from you.